Hi guys, and welcome to Angling For You, and today you join me at a fishery. We've got quite a few videos shooting today, but what am I testing? It is the M1, and it's a right little beast. I wish I got this for the the little challenge we did with a 4-meter whip, because this would have been a lot better. So in saying that, it is 4 meters in length. Again, it's that 30 world strong. It is solid as a rock. You ain't not gonna break this, I'm telling you. Rated to 30 elastic. Animal Tamer. It's on its Mark II, 2nd generation, and it is an absolute beast, I'm telling you. So in this, and this is a shorter kit than comes on with the M2, and this bad boy has got the donkey 30 elastic in there, just purely out of wanting to try and see what it's like. Got those big side slots as well, like we're in the M2, just so it gives it the space to fit those bigger elastics in. Holding it up, as you'd imagine, at 4 meters, it weighs nothing. It's super strong. You know, you can rag it about. It is meant to be punished, and hopefully we're going to do some of that punishing today with some fish. Fingers crossed. Anyway, so let's get it out in front of us, out there. And fingers crossed we'll have some fish. I will say before, it does come with that side slot already in. It's about 80 quid they are, and it doesn't come internally bushed. That's the only thing, and it just comes in one tube with all the bits. But that's all you really need for this. It's not you don't need a million top kits and all that kind of stuff. You would be able to get other top kits for it, to you know, as extras if you really wanted to, but it's just made to be abused. That's exactly what it is. It's there to rag donkeys, munters out of snaggy places, and you know, tame them effectively. So let's get that onto the box and see if we can do that. Boys, you join me now on the bank with the M1, and you've seen what the package is. 80 quid to just basically tame pretty much anything that you can encounter. Now, I've set up, obviously it's the same session that I'm filming the M2, so you've probably seen that video, and we're on to that part of the same, we're using the same rig. We've just literally borrowed it from there, and we're going to fish out to the same area, around 4 meters, and hopefully get into some fish. Now this is the full length of this 4 meters, and this is really what it's about, what it's for, is just fishing out in front of you, or slightly down your edge, or even close in. Like, it's not a whip, it's a put over, so you can break it into those individual sections, of course, which means you can use it just on a top kit if you want. And it really is for getting those silly fish that come in close or sit on your track line, and it's just built to pretty much tow a trade in. As you would imagine, very light at 4 meters, and to be honest, it's quite stiff. It is quite stiff. You do sometimes get these little put over poles that are quite flimsy and bouncy. This is not. It's great, and like I said before, it's got 30 elastic in this, which is stupid. In reality, it is a big elastic, but like I say, it's for aiming for those big old fish, and I have put it in as an experiment, and I will use it on places maybe like Strip at Lindholm, where you can get those silly fish. But I thought, you know, the barbel pull really hard here, and I thought, you know, we'll just put it in a series. Like, it's not something I ever fish for a size and elastic. It's not, I'd never use this normally, but what I've found throughout the range of the reactor core, it is really supple and does stretch quite a way, which is really good, because it's like, it is a hollow, but it's a little bit like a hybrid in some sense. It powers up more like a solid, but it does stretch like a hollow. And instead of having 10 you know, different types in there, they've only got that 5 as well, which means it's less confusing to cover the red, you know, cover what you need to do. And a question that I need to answer, they do not interchange with the reactor core ones sections, so don't be getting one to have the same top kits as your reactor core pole, because it doesn't. That's where you're looking at like your XM10 and stuff like that for that. Alright boys, that one was a good old bite. Feels like another angry barbel, I think. There he is. A minute. Okay. Lovely little fish that, guys. Let's get him back in. At least we managed to sneak out one of those larger fish, which is always a bonus. Again boys, into another. Sat on those pellets now. Might be a carp, this one boys. It is a carp. Shows the power of this phone. Nice little mirror. Beautiful. In the net. Looked perfectly. That's actually a nice size fish, that. Salted him up for you. That's a lovely, nice little fish. Beautiful marking, absolutely fin perfect is that one. Right guys, into another one. This time hopefully it stays on. It is holding bottom, whatever it is, and this M1 giving it some stick. It's gotta be another barbel. It's crazy. I've never fished with this kind of gear before, and it not extreme stuff. And with this, the Dacron, there is no Dacron, so I do this straight to the elastic and the crow's foot. So it's like a little knot on the end, which I directly tie on the rig. It's a nice barbel. And the reason for that is because it's such a thick elastic. You know, there's always a chance you can pull your Dacron. I've got some power with this thing. Oh, God damn it. You can just lean on it with this thing. You're trying to get in these reeds. We're out in front of me and done. It is a strong old thing, this is. Jesus. But the thing is, still, with that reactor car, it's got, even though it's a 30 guys, what I'm saying is insane. It's a 30. It's still got plenty of stretch. I mean, this is bent nuts. And I mean, when you're thinking this is a 30 elastic and we still not got it in, you can prove how hard these barbel fight. Oh yes, boys, this is a proper barbel. This is what we've come for today. This is what we've come for. And this M1 just dominating it. This is a proper barbel. This is what you want on river. Is this? I'll be happy with this bad boy on river. Come here, son. And he's in the net. Just what a fish. What a fish. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is a lovely fish. Just let him calm down 2 seconds. Just perfectly hooked in the corner of the mouth. Just put this down so I can grab hold of him. This is a big lad. He's just in the muscle. Beautiful. I'm just gonna try my best to lift him up for you. Because he's a giddy pup. And this is what we come to Oak Tree Fishery for. Barbel like that, what a fish. M1 absolutely dominating it. Let's get him back and see if we can catch another. Thing is, boys, when you're fishing a place like this down the edge, you've got to be quick. If you see them bites go under, you've got to be quick because you need to be steering them out of that peg pretty damn sharpish. Otherwise you're in all sorts of trouble, even with 30 elastic. That's and I was against, and still am to be honest in some senses, these 30 elastics. I mean, I think it's the fact that the elastics I've held myself or seen have been ridiculous, and maybe it was solids or something like that, and I just don't know. But this reactor core, even though it is immensely strong, it does stretch, so it's still got some stretch to it. And obviously when you're putting it in a pole like this, the pole does bend as well. But you can totally see why people use it. in poles like this, in scenarios like I am doing now, fishing down an edge like that, for example. Perfect timing, and that a perfect example of why, because you can just hook them and steer them out. And even the ones that are 2 or 3 pound with these barbel, they're just so powerful that if they get their head down with a lighter elastic, they're in that reed and you're stuffed. Here's another little barbel. Great fun. And this is why I was saying about having that direct elastic with these big elastics. Just a simple knot, and I'll show you that actually. Just a direct elastic straight to it. Beautifully hooked. My God, right in the tip of the nose. That's where you want it. See if he plays ball. Another beautiful little barbel. Let's get him back. Yeah, just having that elastic tied to either a bead or a knot instead of a dacron when you're using really big elastics, it just makes everything indirect, straight direct, and stops any risk of pulling anything off, which is not what you want. Right boys, into another bite. Hopefully this one stays on. Doesn't feel as big as what the other one was this time. Just feels like a smaller barbel. Definitely feels like a barbel though. And they still pull, these little ones. Still pull just as hard. Oh, it's a little carp. Little carp, this one. That's welcome change. And in it goes, into the net. Lovely little fish. Chunky, solid little thing. Beautiful. Let's get him back in. Some more bait on. See if we can hook some more. Try and lay this, I think, in front of that reed this time, because the reeds are just blowing back and making it insane to drop my stuff in. So I'm going to try it there because it's right next to where I'm fishing, but hopefully that should settle a little better. Into another fish, guys. Lovely bite. Very angry. Going hard for down here. Feels like another barbel. Not as big as that bigger one we had, but does still feel like a barbel. Just such a little beast of a kit, this thing. Just gets fishing so quick and just under control. Like, keep them at your 4 meters, get them to come up. As soon as they come up, ship down to your top kit. There we go. It's in the fish. Get your top kit out. boom, in the net, job done. Another beautiful barbel in the net, and a lovely one to end this short video on. Lovely barbel. Let's get him back in. So guys, if you do want something to tame those really silly fish down the edge, or hard fighting barbel, M1, 80 quid. What more can you ask for? You can abuse it, you can throw it around. Alright, it's only 4 meters, but I'd rather spend 80 quid than that, than 80 quid on a couple of top kits that have been ruined and potentially damage to the main pole. It's up to you. And there's lots of little poles like this in the category, but I think this one's as good as any of the others that are out there. So if you want to see any other videos, join us on the playlist. There's absolutely tons, whether it's features, challenge videos, unboxing reviews, all sorts of stuff for you to get your teeth into. If you want to join us on a Facebook group, Angling For You, there's loads of members on there. We've got the opening day coming on the 4th of September with 10% discount in shop at Fishing Tackle and Bait in Doncaster. Come and meet us, come and test products, come and buy and get some good deals. If you want to go and look at just photos, go on angling_for_you at Instagram, and if you could like, share and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. And until the next one guys, tight lines.